GPAC recruiter means you're going to be part of something pretty special. So yeah, my name's Sal Langerock. Everybody calls me Sal here and everywhere else, right? I'm Sal. I've been working at GPAC for about 5 years. And right now I currently oversee the banking and finance team and also the transportation and logistics team. Did sales all my life, right? That's all I ever known. And all of a sudden sitting at the kitchen table, a guy by the name of Dustin Hansen, who's now a regional coach here, calls me up, gives me his spiel. Hey, Dustin Hansen with GPAC, I'm a recruiter. And I stopped him right there and I said, Dustin, I appreciate the call, I do, but I'm a sales guy. I'm a dime a dozen. You're not going to make any money off me, but thanks for calling. We started talking a little bit and he goes, would you ever think about being a recruiter? And honestly, my answer, quote, why the hell would I want to do that? We started talking a little bit more and I said, what the heck? I'll come in and listen to what you have to say. Met with him and Shay Geelan and left here thinking if half of what these guys tell me is true, I'm gonna go for it. They were pretty honest with me. Everything they said came true and it just takes a lot of hard work. One piece of advice that Dustin gave me pretty early on is Sal, just remember it's nothing more than a conversation, right? That's all you're doing is talking to people. And for those that know me, I talk a lot. So it kind of came natural. It was a lot of ups and downs, right? There's a lot of days that I felt I had no idea what I was doing. And it was pretty cool that a lot of the people at GPAC, they support you. They've all been through it, right? So they're there to help me. And after that, it kind of took off. It went pretty well after that. I made some placements. I was starting to find my stride. And Dustin came up to me and asked me if I'd ever thought about being a coach. And mind you, I was 7 months in. Went over and talked to Chad and Law and all those guys. And yeah, everything they said, like I said before, everything they said I just trusted them, right? Did that for about 9 months. Had to build his team from scratch, and I was still learning the industry myself. It was a struggle. I was learning, the team was learning, had a bunch of great people, but it just probably wasn't the right time. So I sat down with the leadership, and we decided the best thing for me was go back to a desk. The unique thing is I went back to a desk on the team that I helped coach. What I didn't expect there was the team opened me with open arms. They were great, right? And Dustin was my coach again. Did that for about another year and a half. Again, started doing pretty well. They came back to me and asked me if I'd want to be a coach. And of course, my reaction, guys, we've been down this road, right? No, I'm good. It turned out Dustin was getting promoted at that time to regional, and they wanted me to see the team that I was on, the banking team. The one thing that kind of encouraged me that time is, one, I had a little bit more experience, right? And I was feeling pretty good about where I was there. The second thing is just some great people on that team. Just really, really good people. So I took the leap, and I've been doing it about a year and a half ever since. We truly want everybody to succeed, and we truly want good people here. And if we have good people here, if recruiting's not their thing, we'll find something else for you. If you start leading people to where you want them to go, it's not going to work out. You have to step back and listen in recruiting. You got to know what questions to ask, but don't lead them. Find out what they're doing, what they want to do, not only tomorrow, but in the future too. You truly have to listen and find out what their needs are. Anything you do here, don't check the box, do it with intent and purpose. You got to trust. Trust your coach. I guarantee your coach doesn't want you to fail, right? I guarantee your teammates don't want you to fail, and I guarantee GPAC doesn't want you to fail. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing with intent and purpose, you have to trust the people that have been there, done that, to lead you in the right direction. There is nothing more beautiful to me than seeing a newbie or maybe a senior recruiter or whatever the situation, a big light bulb come on. Like, holy cow, I just did that. I would just said that and it worked, right? To see that pure joy, I don't care what happened to the day, that gets that ride home so smooth. It all comes down to my team. I know that sounds corny, but I love the people I work with. They're just great people. And if there's some way that I can help them achieve their dreams, help their families, help them do things that they never thought was possible with their families, who wouldn't want to be a part of that? I view my role as a coach to help my team achieve their goals, right? And if I can do that any way I can, that's what gets me going. That's what lights my fire more than anything else. The beautiful thing about a recruiter, all right, we're a third party, right? A client or a candidate is going to tell us things that they're not going to tell another client or another candidate. We're neutral. What we do, it's like a big matching game, is all it is, right? We take what they want, what their dreams are, whatever the case is, and we match it with what these guys' perfect expectations are, right? You don't get that by Indeed boards or career postings. You don't get that from a resume. You get that by somebody live telling you somebody else's story or another client's story. GPAC is in big growth mode right now, but we haven't even scratched what we're going to do. Financial, I don't care. We don't have caps. You want it, go get it. You're going to have the support to go get it. Go get it. If you want growth, if you start out as a recruiter or don't start as a recruiter, we have positions that we haven't even created yet. If you want camaraderie, 300 recruiters all working together, or teams of 25, or pick a buddy. I don't care. How big do you want your team to be? You got it. But if you don't know what you want out of your next career, this probably isn't going to be your best bet. If you got that drive, determination, that will, you'll be fine. For me, GPAC's been life-changing, right? Like literally. And again, I'm not talking necessarily just the financial. It can be for sure. Professional growth, personal growth, how I handle things at home. I mean, being a recruiter is tough. But one thing that I love about being a recruiter, it challenges you to ask the tough questions, to be true to yourself, to be honest and moral in almost every situation, right? Truly is a life-changing career if you dive all in. If you half-ass it, forget it, right? Honestly. But if you dive in and just let it immerse you, just let it be you, pretty cool stuff.